Everyone wants to be rich. Everyone talks about success, freedom, and living life on their own terms. But very few ever make it happen, and Veyl tells you exactly why. Most people are not broke because they're unlucky or unskilled. They're broke because they think too much and move too little. The truth is brutal. The world doesn't reward intelligence. It rewards execution. You can be the smartest person in the room, but if you hesitate, if you overthink, if you never act, your brilliance means nothing. The rich don't win because they're smarter. They win because they act faster. Veyl divides people into two groups, the smart broke and the dumb rich. The smart broke are intelligent, logical, and cautious. They analyze everything, plan endlessly, and wait for the perfect moment that never comes. The dumb rich, they move. They take risks, make mistakes, fall, rise, and keep moving. They don't care if they look foolish. They care about progress. And that's why they win. You see, intelligence without action is paralysis. The smart broke overthink their way into stagnation, while the dumb rich stumble their way into success. Every day, the smart broke spend hours perfecting plans, calculating outcomes, and imagining failure. Meanwhile, the dumb rich are out there creating results, building businesses, launching ideas, and learning through chaos. They understand that action creates clarity, and momentum creates confidence. The smart broke wait for motivation to start. The dumb rich start, and that's where motivation comes from. Veyl says it clearly: the more you think, the less you do. The more you do, the less you fear. Comfort is the enemy of growth. The smart broke crave comfort, the feeling of safety and control. They want everything to make sense before they take the first step. But life never works that way. The road only appears after you start walking. The dumb rich embrace discomfort. They know that the first steps are always uncertain, always scary, always messy. But they also know that's where growth hides. Comfort creates hesitation. Hesitation creates regret. Regret creates poverty. Veyl calls comfort the silent killer of ambition. You think you're safe, but you're slowly dying in the same spot. Imagine two friends, David and Chris. David is intelligent, strategic, a perfectionist. Chris is impulsive, unpolished, but fearless. David spends months researching, planning, watching tutorials. Chris jumps in, makes mistakes, loses money, but learns fast. A year later, David is still preparing, still waiting for the perfect time. Chris. He's not perfect, but he's free. He's building something real. He's living what David is still dreaming about. That's the difference between smart broke and dumb rich. One waits for certainty, the other creates it. Veyl's ideology is not about being careless. It's about being bold. It's about understanding that you will fail anyway, so fail forward. The smart broke try to avoid failure and end up avoiding success. The dumb rich run straight into failure because they know every mistake is a lesson, every rejection is direction, and every setback is a setup for something bigger. You can't learn business by reading about it. You learn it by doing, falling, fixing, and doing again. You can't think your way into wealth. You must act your way into it. Society conditions us to overthink. From school to work, we're taught to play safe, follow the rules, and wait for permission. But wealth doesn't come from compliance, it comes from defiance. The smart broke fear being wrong. The dumb rich fear being average. The smart broke wait to be certain. The dumb rich move while uncertain. That's why one spends life preparing, while the other spends life prospering. The difference isn't in intelligence, it's in courage. The rich are not fearless, they just act faster than their fears can stop them. Fear, according to Veyl, is imagination turned against you. You fear failure, yet failure is the only way to succeed. You fear losing money, yet by not acting you lose opportunity, something far more valuable. You fear judgment, but no one's really watching. They're too busy thinking about themselves. Fear is a liar, and hesitation is its servant. Every moment you delay, someone else acts. Every second you wait, someone else builds. And while you're doubting, they're dominating. Veyl believes in speed, the kind of speed that scares people. He says momentum is a weapon. Once you start moving, you become unstoppable. But if you stop to think too long, you kill your own rhythm. The smart broke live in theory. The dumb rich live in motion. The world doesn't pay thinkers. It pays movers. That's why the dumb rich keep growing even when they don't fully know what they're doing. Because progress creates its own path. The first version of anything is always ugly. But ugly progress beats perfect paralysis every time. And here's the real secret. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the foundation of it. The smart broke avoid pain, but pain is the price of progress. Every failure brings you one step closer to the right answer. Every rejection refines your direction. Every loss is a lesson in disguise. The dumb rich fail more because they try more, and that's exactly why they win more. Veyl says, failure is tuition. Pay it fast and you graduate early. Most people will spend their lives waiting for the right time, but the right time never comes. There's no perfect day, no perfect plan, no perfect feeling. Waiting for readiness is just another form of fear. The dumb rich understand that clarity comes from motion, not meditation. You learn by doing, you build by failing, and you grow by trying again. Success is not a lightning strike. It's a slow fire, fueled by consistency, risk, and relentless effort. At the end of the day, Veyl's ideology is simple but ruthless. You can be smart and broke or dumb and rich, but you can't be slow and successful. The world rewards those who act, not those who think. The question is, which one are you? Are you the one still waiting for permission, or the one taking what you want? Are you stuck in theory, or moving in practice? Are you reading about wealth or creating it? Because no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to tell you it's time. You have to decide that today is the day. You have to move when you're uncertain, act when you're afraid, and leap before you're ready. That's what separates dreamers from doers, thinkers from winners, the smart broke from the dumb rich. So stop overthinking. Stop doubting. Stop waiting for a perfect plan that doesn't exist. Start now. Fail forward. Move faster. Build something. Because every second you hesitate, the dumb rich are getting richer, not because they're better, but because they're moving. Veyl says, comfort is poverty. Risk is freedom. Action is everything. You can't think your way into a new life. You have to act your way there. So take one step, even if it's small. Because motion creates momentum, and momentum changes everything. And remember this, intelligence is potential, but action is power. You can read 100 books, attend 1,000 seminars, and still be broke if you don't move. The dumb rich are not lucky. They're just faster. They started before they were ready, and that made all the difference. So now it's your turn. Don't wait. Don't plan endlessly. Don't hide behind fear. Be bold. Be fast. Be relentless. Because success doesn't care how smart you are. It only cares how much you're willing to do. If this message woke something inside you, subscribe to the channel, take action, and never stop moving forward. Because as Veyl teaches, the only dumb thing you can do is nothing at all.